Hi, it's Skip from Skip's Messy Workbench, and I'm doing another video, which is unusual for me to be doing two videos in a very short time, but I made some fairly large amounts of progress on the USACC build since my last video. I think things are starting to finally click into being, is what I can say. Anyway, this is just roughly mocked up right now. You'll see I've got the driver shield in there, which I cut off of the roll cage from the Folger's car, and that's just in there. But what I'm going to do is here is I got the stance pretty well the way I want it. Let me lower the camera down just a little bit here. But I got the stance down to, I believe, where I really do want it. And my lighting, I keep saying I got to do something with my lighting, but I never do. Anyway, I'm using Hoosier tires that I got from MCV over at Matthew's channel. And because in Nazareth, for the late models, it was a requirement that you have to run Hoosiers. Now, the only one that's really not a Hoosier is this front tire, because I got the stagger, I think, the way I want it. Because in dirt track racing, some of the tracks are really, really short. And now Nazareth was a half mile. And I don't know if all of you out of state here, out of Pennsylvania, have ever heard of Dorney Park. It's nowhere near like it used to be at Dorney. I mean, it's a wonderful place. But they had a track there also. And I can't remember if it was 1/8 of a mile or if it's a 1/4 mile, but it was small and it was all corners. Anyway, so we put the stagger on the front car, on the front wheel, on the driver's side. And so I got the stance right, the way I want it. I built my own roll cage. I said I was going to do in the last video. I had to cut the fender wells open, which was really very easy. So I think that's really going to be working out really well. Let me take this off of here. And you can see that I built my own roll cage. And it's the first time that I did. I mean, I've done scratch building before, but never to this degree. And believe me, it's nowhere near perfect. But you know what? I thought to myself, first of all, it's good practice for me. But secondly, we built these in the backyard. And our welding skills were not what you would call, you know, really good. So anyway, I built this up, and it's about what you would see in that era. There was only one cross member usually at the door side, and just so the roof was protected and down the sides. I used the roll bar that came with the kit and just merged onto it. So I think that came out really good. And all I did, I used evergreen, and I think it was, I don't remember the number, but I'm pretty sure it was 0.08 inches, or I think 2 millimeter, something like that. So that worked out really well. I did some puttying at the seams. I'm gonna give this thing a primer, and then I may have to go over that again a little bit. So I've made quite a bit of headway since the last video, and boy, that stagger, you could really see that stagger's really a stagger, and its diameter, that's really what we were looking at there. And let me see if I can, oh good, I can pull this right off. there, and there. The stagger has to be in the diameter. And that diameter, and I don't know if that's clear or not on this video, but that stagger in diameter is about what it would be in real life. I may try to find a little bit wider, smaller tire like this. I probably have some around, but if not, this will be fine, because we've already done, especially on those really, really short tracks, we've already put these really tiny, thin, as long as the diameter is smaller, because it gets you around the curve much quicker. Anyway, so that's all I wanted to do for this video, this real short one, is to just say, hey, I made some progress just since the last video. Oh, and all I did was here was I glued that webbing right inside the body. I just glued it right in the body. I was wondering whether I should take these wing window dividers out, but I'm going to leave them in. And it's because, you know, the speeds on these late models, you might hit 80 on the front, on the back and front stretch, but chances are you might not even get that high. Well, maybe 90 on a half mile. But this was about people that didn't have a lot of money being able to go out there and just have some fun on the track. So I'm going to leave those in because we left them in on most of our cars, and a lot of other guys did too. So anyway, that's that. So I've got one more challenge to do yet, and that is to get the engine mounted or in there. But that's okay. I want to get some prime on this thing so that I can, you know, more clearly see that it's going to fit. Anyway, hey, thanks for watching again. And I said this is going to be a short one. I just wanted to say I made a lot of progress just in like a day or two. So, hey, see you in the next video, and smack that like button. Where's my thumb? There. Smack that like button. And if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. It's absolutely free. All right. So, hey, I'll see you in the next video. I probably won't do a video now until I'm pretty much toward the end, and maybe not even until the end. So, hey, take care, everybody. I will see you in the next video. Bye.